What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing our first league on our brand new account provided by Daybreak Games and the MTGO Creator Program. We got in, woo! So I thought to mix things up in celebration of being accepted into the program. I'd play decks that I haven't played before or typically wouldn't play on this channel. What better deck to start with than the most popular deck in Modern? Boros Energy. So as you guys know, this deck is pretty straightforward. We have our creatures with Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride, Ajani, Amp Raptor, and Flage. We have tons of removal with Static Prison, Galvanic Discharge, Lightning Bolt, and sometimes Goblin Bombardment. And then this deck can grind because we have 4 Flage and 4 the One Ring. There's obviously a reason this is the most popular and probably strongest deck in the format. It just does a little bit of everything and it's really strong. For the sideboard in this iteration, we have 2 Chain to the Rocks. This is good against creature matchups. We have 2 Deafening Silence. This is good for Storm and combo decks. We have 1 Surgical for graveyard decks. We have 2 Thraben Charm. This is a very flexible card, so we can bring this in against graveyard decks, enchantment decks, and just creature decks. You can kind of bring it in against anything. It just does a little bit of everything mediocrely, but it's fine. We have 2 Sun Cleanser for the energy mirrors, 1 Blood Moon for land decks, and then we have a set of Charmal for Tron and Amulet decks. And lastly, we are a companion deck with Gigantha. So to no one's surprise, I forgot to hit record on my first match, but that will be a quick voiceover because the games were just so fast. And then we'll continue with the live gameplay as usual. And finally, don't forget, we are part of the MTGO Creator Program now, so I will have Playpoint giveaways for all of my subs. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win free Playpoints, make sure to hit the subscriber button and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1. This is just our 1 overlay. We are up against Amulet Titan. I don't know how this is going to look, but our opponent just turn 3's us. On the play, they turn 3 us. I guess looking at this keep, we could talk about that. I think it was fine. I think this keep was fine. We kind of had the aggression. We have the creatures. We didn't know what we were up against, and I think it was fine. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, they just pop off here. So I'm not going to make you guys sit through all this, but they actually take, I think they take 15 minutes to do this turn. They just go on and on and on, and it was really boring. I think I like left for like 10 minutes, and I came back, and they were still doing stuff. So they turned 3 us, and that's it. All right, you guys ready for the sickest game 2? We hit play, and they scoop. So they probably scoop for time just because they're at 8 minutes, and we're still at 22. So let's check out game 3. All right, game 3 is a little bit more interesting. So this is our starting hand. We have 4 lands, Ocelot Pride and Blood Moon. So looking back, this could maybe be a keep. We're on the draw, so it's less good with Blood Moon. If we get turn 3, we just straight up lose because we can't deploy Blood Moon. And they could always just Presage it and pop off too. So those are 2 factors. I don't know if you guys would keep this, but I decided to ship this hand. So we mulligan this into an arguably way better hand. So we have Blood Moon, we have Charmal. Thraben Charm I actually did bring in because it exiles target enchantment, so we can hit Sagas with it. They're a graveyard deck now, weirdly enough, and they could kind of cheese them out there. And then if we need to kill a creature like a Titan or a Dryad immediately, if we have a wide board, that also helps. So I decided to keep this hand. I'm curious as to what you would put back. I put back Amp Raptor, I believe, just because it just isn't disruptive. So we put back Amp Raptor, and then I think they just go Amulet go, or I mean Saga go. And then we draw another Blood Moon, which I'm fine with. It's security if they'd have to like double Presage you. So we just go land go. We actually surveil a Flage into the yard, which is pretty sweet. They play Forest. I think they play Rumble. What do they play? Explore. So they play Explore and pass. They play an extra Teleria West and just pass the turn. And we're just super excited. We know we're gonna Thraben Charm them. So that's what we do. We go get a Plains because we're gonna be playing Blood Moon later. Cast Thraben Charm. Destroy target enchantment, and pass the turn. So they play a Surveil land, do nothing. And then just, again, we're super excited because we know that this is time for Blood Moon. So we play Aether Hub, play Blood Moon, easy, pass the turn. Now they're just kind of locked out here. They have a Forest, so they're not totally locked out, but now they're just going to be playing whatever. We draw Amp Raptor, which is nice because we need the pressure. You can't just sit behind Blood Moon. So I think we go Pride, Amp Raptor hits Static Prison, which is pretty unfortunate. But then we just go Ocelot Pride. We pass the turn. They play land, pass the turn. We draw Ocelot Pride. So we decide to play another Blood Moon here instead of Ocelot Pride just to kind of keep this on. Because if they end of turn Presage us, they unlock their hand and we're pretty screwed. So I think it's worth it to play the second Blood Moon before Ocelot Pride, even though we miss out on like some pressure. So they just do nothing again. We draw land. We attack. So we decide to play Ocelot Pride over. So we decided to play Ocelot Pride over the ring. I'm not sure. I'm curious as to what you guys would do in that situation. I'm valuing the pressure here over just a ring draw card. We don't need the protection, so I like the pressure here personally. So we pass back, they do nothing again, and we just swing in, play the ring. They're at 2, make a million cats. They have to win here. They obviously, oh, they fire spout. I forgot about that. So they top decked fire spout, which was pretty nuts. We potentially overextended, but I think it was fine. Like, they needed to have it there. But luckily we have the ring going. So we do draw with the 1 ring, and we do draw with the 1 ring, and then I'm like overthinking. Like, I even forgot about it now. I was like, what do we do? What do we do? We just have a Flage in the yard that we can escape. We draw a Flage for turn that we can just cast. So we just escape it for fun and we win like that. So that's match 1. All right, welcome to match 2 on the play. Reveal Gigantha. This hand looks pretty sick. We have turn 1 Ocelot Pride, or actually turn one guide into Ocelot Pride. So we'll keep this. Just look for that 3rd land for Blood Moon if it's relevant. All right, we'll go Marsh Flats, crack it, get a Plains, play Guide, pass the turn. And also if they play a creature, we can bolt it. Ancient Stirrings. So I have the Forest, so this is going to be Tron. Just kidding. Urborg. This is Yawgmoth, I guess. Yawgmoth? Some type of... 2nd Blood Moon, less good. Let's attack for 1. Guess we'll shock this in. Play Ocelot Pride. It'll make a bolt obvious, but it's fine. And then we're looking for that land to get rid of Urborg. Rumble. Oh, they found a 1 ring. And Cabal Coffers. Yeah, what do they take? They choose the 1 ring. All right, so we're just going to bolt this now so they can't 1 ring next turn. Oh, not the land we wanted. We'll play it, though. Guide of Souls. Don't really want another guide, right? I mean, I think it's fine. It's fine because we'll be getting a lot more energy with all the cats, and then we can start making them big. I mean, maybe we didn't want that because we're going to play Blood Moon next turn, especially if they go Urborg. They put Coffers, double Forest. All right, let's attack first. I think we are going to play Blood Moon. Yes. Guess we'll just put it on the Ocelot Pride. I don't think they're killing it. And then we'll just play it safe and play Blood Moon out just in case they do go Coffers and like wreck us. There you go. So they are going to play a 1 ring. Just going to kind of stop our aggression here. We have the Bolt. They're going to go to 9 at some point. Another Guide of Souls. We will play 1. We have the Blessing now. We're not going to attack because we don't have the energy anyway, but we'll get a bunch of triggers. The 1 ring, they have to draw something here or they lose. They're at 9. They have so many cards in hand. But the Blood Moon is just stopping all their mana. That's the issue. At a virtual 6. All right, they have the Beseiju. I guess we could have played around that by playing the other Blood Moon. How much mana do they have now, though? They might have too much mana. Because they're going to have 3 lands, tap for 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they're only going to have like 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to have 5 mana. Let's see what they can do with this. All right, and they scoop. They were maybe looking to play Karn or just like another 1 ring. All right, so against like the Rumble deck, I guess. That's kind of like a weird deck. All right, this is probably like the Micro Spawn Coffers deck. So we definitely want this. I feel like we need Graveyard Hate too. In terms of creatures, they don't really have many creatures. Like Discharges are fine, Static Prisons. Like I'm gonna want all this. So am I just taking out all the removal again? They are a Karn deck. So like is getting rid of all the removal fine? Could have 1 Flage. Try that. All right, game 2. If this hand isn't absurd, I don't know what is. 2 Charmals and a Blood Moon. So depending on if they have enough colorless sources where we can just kind of blow things up. All right, they go Shift and Woodland. This is why Blood Moon's good against them. Just because of that and Static Prison, jeez. All right, let's just go Plains into Guide of Souls. And they go Forest, go. Elegant Parlor. I'll attack for 1. I guess we're not making any plays, so we're just going to play this tapped. Get a Surveil on. We don't need another land. Send it back. They don't have Coffers yet. Another Forest, and then just go. Ocelot Pride. So they could be holding up a Beseiju to do things. They could have like a ring. Let's attack. So we got to decide if we want to be probably mana efficient and probably just play Blood Moon. If we're going to force out the Beseiju, it'll ramp us anyway. Let's do that. Blood Moon. Because they can Beseiju whenever they want. They can also just go like land ring. That's fine. We have Static Prison for this. We have another Ocelot Pride. That's really good. But we can only play 1 white spell, unfortunately. And it's gonna have to be the Static Prison. Kind of sucks we can't play anything else, or else we just like go crazy here. We're gonna say no to this because we need energy for Static Prism. There's Urborg. Rumble. They put an Archon in the yard. They do get a Swamp as well. They might take that Swamp. Most likely. They do. All right, and they pass it back. Static Prison. So we can play out Ocelot Pride here. Let's attack first, I guess. I think I'm just going to Charmaw, eat their Urborg, and just play around. Well, we could eat Shifting Woodland, actually, so that they can't get Archon. I think that's the play. Eat Woodland. Play it safe, because if they go like end of turn or Boseiju on Blood Moon, they're going to have mana, but then they can't Shifting. And we can do this again. Oh, they're kicking a Myco Spawn. Okay. They're going to eat our plains, so now we don't have any white sources. That's definitely a play. Now we just want lands, I guess. There's a land. Cool. Pain Energy. Play this. Attack with Dragon. No blocks. We'll just Charmaw again. Eat Coffers. Definitely going to need to... I don't know. Pretty awkward here. Getting kind of Blood Mooned out. Especially if they have like a Ring or Karn. Our hand was great. We just have like no pressure. Well, here you go. No pressure. Toxic Deluge. We're not expecting that. Let me see. No, I was not expecting Deluge. That is a good rip for them. All right, we draw another Blood Moon, which we're just going to play out and pass. We only have one other plains in the deck, so we need to just draw red cards. We have so many red cards. All right, they just cast normal Myco Spawn because they don't have a, what's it called to kick it? Karn. Okay. We're probably going to lose from here, honestly. We drew too many sideboard cards. You definitely need that balance. I don't know what gets us out of this, to be honest. They get Cityscape. Yeah, that Toxic Deluge was just a little too much to handle. Play Arena of Glory. Pass. Definitely lost here. We'll take like one or two more draw steps, but not looking good. Yeah, we'll concede to that because we don't have any... We need to get white and a Static Prison, and then they get their ring back. It's just not good. All right. I mean, Lightning Bolt... This sucks because this is really good against Karn and Myco Spawn, but they have graveyard stuff. Yeah, this is really tough. Maybe Surgical is too cute. I don't know. Maybe Thraben Charm's too cute for graveyard stuff. Like we have Surgical. I don't know. Because we're already killing their lands so that they can't get... I guess if we're killing their lands enough, let's just bring in... If we don't do this, we just worry about their lands with Blood Moon and stuff, and we bring in just discharges. Let's try that. All right, on the play. 1 land, 3 Charmaw too. Mulligan. 5 lands, Blood Moon. So would we keep this with 4 lands, Blood Moon Ring? God, this hand sucks, doesn't it? I feel like we do, because we have the Blood Moon. We can we'll Surveil turn 1. We have the plains here. I think this is fine. I don't know. You guys let me know if this is too greedy or we can go to 5. With this deck, you don't want to mulligan too hard. Discharge. I'll bin that. We're looking for creatures like action. We can just... Well, I want this to be a plain, so we can't Surveil with this. There's Grazer. Double Forest. Guide of Souls. Play this tapped, and then this will get a plains for Blood Moon. Pretty awkward. They have a lot of they found a ring too. They have a lot of basics for Charmaw too, but they didn't really play them out. We also had Blood Moon out. It's kind of awkward, all kinds of awkward. All right, Aether Hub. They're probably holding up Boseiju, but it's whatever. Play Blood Moon. Again, not really good on this board. They're just going to go ring go. Yep, play ring. All right, we draw Ocelot Pride. So I'll play this out. I kind of want to get the ring going. I'm going to get our ring going too. I think this is important. Discharge. I think this will be fine because then we can kind of overwhelm the board and look for Charmaws and stuff. I mean, they can just easily play through Blood Moon. They can get Karn. They can do kind of whatever. This just stops like the graveyard stuff. They don't find anything? Ah, there's the Karn. Let's see what they uptick. Okay. Interesting. We draw another 1 ring. Pretty awkward. Play Ocelot Pride. Play a land. And then we have to pass. I guess if anything we can... Oh, actually, let's do this. Wait. I didn't want to... that's annoying. I wanted to discharge end of turn so we could tap ring. I don't have the end step on, that's why. All right, we'll discharge for 6. Get rid of Karn. They might just find another one, but at least they have to cast it. Spend like time casting it. Our draws have been pretty lackluster here. I guess they haven't really done much either, but they have an active ring going and they can just go way bigger than us. Kicked Myco Spawn. Or not kicked, just normal Myco Spawn. That's good because they would get rid of our plains. I guess that's like the best thing. There's Urborg. 3 mana. Oh, toxic. God, man, they keep drawing that. So unfortunate. And we draw 2 lands. I'm pretty sure this is like a 1 of in their deck too. All right, they pass back. Definitely need some action here. Static Prison is something. Charmaw. Blood Moon makes things awkward because we can only play 1 white card. Could prison their ring. So this is hard because they have both Shifting and Urborg. So if we kill Shifting, 1, 2, 3. If we kill Shifting, and then they have like Cabal, and then they Besage us, and they have a million mana. I think we have to take care of the ring, eat the ring, and then play Charmaw. I feel like, because shifting can copy Karn, they have Delirium, Sorcery. They don't have Delirium. I'm just going to hit Urborg and then pass. They have 6 cards in hand, 7 now. It's a tight game. If we could double spell, this game would be so much easier. We just haven't drawn any red cards. There's the Cabal coffers too. I mean, I guess if they Besage us, we do get access to double white. I mean, well, obviously because Blood Moon. So I think they definitely have Besage in hand, and they want a creature in the yard. Land, sorcery, planeswalker, sorcery. We're going to let this go. I don't want a creature hitting the yard. They definitely have Besage to unlock shifting. Oh my god, they have a Karn anyway. And they uptick on the 1 ring. Into another Deluge for 4. Jeez, alright, I guess they're running more than 1. They've seen both in like the top whatever half. Yes. Yeah, I don't think we're winning these kinds of games, man. Play Guide of Souls. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. Pretty unfortunate. I think a Blood Moon just kind of... I mean, we're not drawing anything anyway. Karn shuts off our rings. They get Cityscape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess we'll take a draw step. They're going to hit the ring probably. Yeah, damn. Can play a Johnny out. We're not going to have enough energy to clear Karn though. That's the problem. Or I guess we will. Put a land... Alright, let's... Wait, does this put only... This only puts 2 on it. I'll say yes anyway. Attack Karn. I guess we could have played the ring. I click through that. It's not like we can activate it anyway. It would give us protection. Maybe we should be swinging at them? But I don't want to give Karn another activation, so I think it's good to swing at Karn here. Because when Cityscape attacks, we'll see what it targets, I guess. And they're just playing a bunch of blockers too, so it's not going to matter. We haven't seen Raptor at all. We need like Raptors, we need Flage, we need just something. We've seen Pride, Guide, and like a Johnny. Third of our deck. Alright, Cityscape attacks. Targeting, probably Guide. I mean, I guess we'll block and flip a Johnny. Jeez, dude. Yeah, we're just flooding out too hard. All 3 arenas. Pretty awkward. Play out the other Johnny. Kill Karn here. Now we can have access to Blood Moon. I mean, the 1 ring. Get protection. Come on. Dude, so many lands. We don't even have a Gigantha because, what's it called? Because we have Charmals. Putting us down to 8. Pillage the bog. So they're going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 cards. Alright, so they're definitely going to find another Karn here. Can't believe we've drawn 10 lands. Alright, they eat a Johnny. They're attacking this a Johnny too. That's smart. Alright, that happens. Maybe we can draw something here. We have 3 looks. They are at 8, but I'm assuming they're going to have a ring or a Karn. Beseju. They have they do have the Urborg. Now they have access to like a million mana. And now we have no cards in hand, so it doesn't matter. We'll take a draw stat, but flooding like this, you're never going to win. Archon, yeah. Super unlucky. Alright, welcome to match 3 on the draw. And this hand looks pretty sweet. We have a turn 1, turn 2. Up against Gigantha, probably the mirror. Oh, Domain with Leyline of the Guild Pact. No, no. Not looking good. Not looking good. We got Marsh Flats, Sacred Foundry, into Ocelot Pride. We have Static Prison for Leyline, at least. Their creatures are just a little better than ours. We'll see what they do. Oh, only 1 land. Okay, that's good for us. Discharge. Let's probably play out a Johnny here. Let's get super aggro. Actually, they're holding up. I mean, they could have a Bolt or something too. Maybe we just play Amped Raptor. Let's attack first. Maybe they'd kill Ocelot Pride or something. Leyline Binding. Okay, cool. All right, let's Amp Raptor into Bolt. It's a nice little exchange there. So they're stuck on 1 land. I guess they kept 1 land Leyline. Pretty good for us. But again, they could have removal. They could have a lot of things. Another Amp Raptor. Play Aether Hub. We'll attack. See if they have something else. If they do, they're not playing it. Go Amp Raptor again. A Johnny. What a great hit. And then we're actually going to do this now before they... Hopefully they don't have Stub. Okay, they don't. Maybe we should have thought about this and played around Stub, but we're going to take Leyline now, so that way they can't just play... what's it called? Oh, they have another Leyline Binding. Okay. All right, so I mean, if they go land into Scion, we're just screwed. Kavu. Okay, that's not the worst because we have Discharge here. All right, let's think how we want to sequence this. We have a Johnny if we want to lip a Johnny. Probably just going to discharge this for 5. Attack with everything. And then play second a Johnny. So Johnny's going to flip. Yes. And then we'll make a cat, which will ping them for 5. Jesus. All right, send it back. I think it's unfortunate for them that I mean, they got stuck on lands and they had to use double leyline binding on small stuff, but I mean, they kept a one lander with not Scion. That was the confusing part. All right, so this is a pretty tough matchup, I'd say. They're going to be bringing in some cleansers, pyroclasms. So how do we combat that? We have all the removal in the world. I feel like Chain to the Rocks is pretty good. I'm not sure how good Blood Moon is, depending if they have Guild Pact or not. But if we go out like 2 Bolt, 2 Chained, Blood Moon's going to be hit or miss, depending if they have Guild Pact or Basic. I think it's fine. Let's go up to 3. Let's try that. We could also bring in Thraben Charm for... We should have brought in Thraben Charm as well for ley lines and both ley lines. That's a mistake. So this destroys enchantments and creatures. So we definitely should have brought that in, I think. Just trying to find cuts is pretty hard. This hand is fine. We'll keep this. Hopefully no ley line. They also... No, they went to 6. We can go turn 1 Ocelot, turn 2 Raptor. No ley line is really good for us. And no turn 1 play is really good for us. But again, they can have Pyroclasm, so we don't want to overextend too much, but we definitely have to keep up the pressure. Go Plains, Guide of Souls. Probably going to amp Raptor next turn and kind of try to ride that aggression to avoid board wipes. But this is where Blood Moon would be good because they're going to get like a Triumph or something. Oh, Steam Vents. They're just going to kill Guide here. So I like that. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and it tells me they don't have a sweeper in hand, most likely. Here they're going to get a Stomping, or a Temple, and then play a Kavu, most likely. So we don't get our energy up, which sucks. Double Ocelot Pride. So we could go Amp Raptor or double Ocelot Pride. Let's start with Amp Raptor. Maybe we can hit something good. A Johnny. Yep. Jesus, dude. That's just gross. Seeing this from this, or playing it from this side versus the other side, like hitting this is just like absurd. Another Kavu. Oh, there's the Pyroclasm. I wonder if they had it before, if they just drew it. But anyway, that's a 1-for-1 still because a Johnny was free. But it is unfortunate because that was a really good board presence there. They discard a land. We have double Ocelot Pride at least to get through all our stuff. They play a Plains. You never really want to see the Plains for them. Or from their side, they don't want to see that. We'll play Arena of Glory. Try to rebuild here. Go double Ocelot Pride. Hold up Discharge. And what's cool about this is that if they attack into here, we can block and then discharge after first strike damage. All right, we're going to risk it. We're going to play double Ocelot, hoping for no Pyroclasm. And we're going to double block because we get double the lifelink. They pitch Wear Tear. I guess we get blown out by... I feel like I would take out Stubbs in this matchup, I think. So before we blocked, we should have discharged first. Okay, this is fine. Okay. We also should have we sequence that wrong. So you want to let first strike go first. So when they attack, you want to discharge. You want to make sure that resolves. And then, I mean, you can't play around leyline, like double leyline binding, but they only have 1 white. It all worked out though. But you guys knew what I'm trying to get into. Ocelot Pride. See, they have a blue mana open. I really don't want to play, like maybe they didn't stub that because they didn't think Kavu would die. So I'm like a little nervous to play out Ring into just open blue mana. So I'm just going to play out a Johnny and not play my land like an idiot. Ah, man. Play your lands. Play your lands. Especially because if we draw a land, that'll be land 5 to play around Stub. Okay, well, attack like this. They block, a Johnny flips. I think that's fine. All right, they don't want to flip a Johnny. This is so awkward. I'm going to put Gigantha to hand. I'm like, I don't know if I'm playing too scared around Stub or Leyline Binding on this. We could discharge it in response. I could be playing too scared. I don't know. Let's see what they do. Xander's Lounge tapped. Is this Scion? Okay. So now they have hard counter up. Let's try to kill this. See if they want to stub that. Aether Hub. Just attack with these cats. Still no blocks. I'm just going to play Gigantha. I guess we could have... Oh, man. I guess we could have hasted Gigantha. I'm like not... I got to like stop and think these plays through. Like, obviously, haste Gigantha. We're holding up 1 ring out of fear of stub because they keep holding up that blue mana. Leyline. Oof. Okay. So now they get in. Okay. Now this is going to be awkward. So we can actually attack with all. So let's do this. So we're going to attack. Whatever they block, we're going to bolt. And then we're going to flip a Johnny. That should be good. We're going to flip a Johnny. So they're not going to gain life. They're going to go down to 2. And then we just ultimate a Johnny. Nice. All right. I thought I messed up for a second. Oh, man. I was like, wait, do I bolt the Ajani, that doesn't make sense. You bought the cat, it flips it. There you go. Nice little trick to do there so they don't gain life and you can win the game. All right, welcome to match 4 on the draw. This hand kind of sucks, huh? We're up against someone named Fun Titan. So do we think that they're on a Blood Moon susceptible hand? I'm going to try it. Maybe it's a little too presumptuous. We have a Scryland. This is a pretty bad hand otherwise. If Blood Moon's not good in this matchup, then this is very like discharge Blood Moon dependent. Let's see if we get punished. Evergone Tomb and Thoughtseize. Okay, well, I mean, I'm glad we kept at least against a Thoughtseize deck, if nothing else. Let's see what bothers them the most here. Because all 3 cards are really annoying to deal with. They take the One Ring, okay. Well, drawing another land is pretty unfortunate. We'll go Parlor. Ajani will keep on top. At least we have a turn 2, turn 3 play. We can get our planes with these. Bread and Catacombs into another Thoughtseize. So now they're going to take Blood Moon. Unless they're just going to get basics and they really don't care about Blood Moon. Okay, they do take Blood Moon. See, look at that. If we mulliganed, we would have been on 6. They would have stripped our hand anyway. It all works out. But Fun Titan is not on Amulet Titan. Ajani. So we'll go get a planes regardless. Play out Ajani. They could have a push for this. They could have a million removal spells for this, but we gotta play things out anyway. This will probably get a Surveil land. Raucous Theater. We still don't know what they're on. They're probably on like Yogg, though. Our hand is just pretty bad. Beseju. Just Jund. Okay. Tarmogoyf. Lightning Bolts. Yeah, Blood Moon would have been sick on the play. Let's attack. They're not going to block. See if they want to try to kill Ajani before this like flips. They do. Okay, so we're going to... Oh man, this sucks because if we can't kill Tarmogoyf... No, we can. No, because we're going to put an instant in the yard and this is going to get bigger. So I guess we're just gonna discharge this for 1 then. So we'll discharge it for 1. And that'll flip Ajani. Yes. Lightning Bolt will fizzle. And then we can make a cat, play a land, and just pass. This will be a Surveil land. Pretty awkward all around. Luckily we were able to get that bolt out though. They go after Ajani. We're gonna chump. Another Surveil land. Oh, they have Blood Moons too. What? What a greedy Blood Moon. Jeez. All right, Parlor. Jeez, another land. Land in the yard. We've been flooding this league. All right, Ocelot Pride's pretty cool. Play that. Make a cat. Play Aether Hub. And then we'll put Gigantha to hand. We're not going to be holding a bolt, but hopefully that's fine. They have 2 cards in hand that they're just not doing anything with. I don't know if they're lands or what. Maybe they're flooding. They're cracking this now, so they have like a 5-drop? Oh, just Surveil. Okay. Yeah, imagine if we played Blood Moon here. They've just been toast. Bloodbraid. Come on, nothing good. Unholy Heat. Well, there goes Ajani. Oh, they kill Ocelot Pride. Okay. Oh, because of this. Okay, that's fair. Not looking good. They're both going at Ajani. So we're just going to let that die. Just need some action. Not a land. Flage is action. So let's cast Flage. I guess we kill Bloodbraid, right? Just get it off the board. Could argue going for them to be more aggressive, but I think it's fine. Play this tapped. Get in for 2. Sadly, we don't have Arena of Glory. They play Swamp. Guess we're all kinds of flooded. They get in for 6. Down to 15. They do have a spell. Their last card is something. Blood Moon. Wow, okay. Guide of Souls. Let's play out Gigantha first. Because they're not going to be able to attack. And then next turn we can play Guide and give this flying if we need to. And we also have Bolt. So they're at a virtual 5. 1, 2, I can't believe they played Blood Moon. They don't have any green sources. So if they draw anything, they're just done. They can't attack. They could have removal. Aether Hub. Play Guide of Souls. Attack. Give this flying. Let's see if they just scoop to this. Before we can hold this. We don't have to react right away. Because if they have something like spicy or something, they cycle and they scoop. Nice. I didn't think we were going to get there. That was very close. I can't believe they're running Blood Moon and Jund. I kind of want to keep Blood Moons in as crazy. I don't know if that's like crazy or not, but in terms of graveyard stuff, Thraben Charm is good against Blood Moon and... I mean, it kills creatures. It gets rid of graveyards for Tarmogoyf. Chain to the Rocks, I think, is pretty solid too. It's hard to say if they're running Blood Moon, but they're a Jund deck. Do we want to keep Blood Moon or do you just want to play around there? I don't know. So I want Chain to the Rocks and Thraben Charm. I mean, maybe Thraben Charm isn't... I don't know. Maybe we don't need Thraben Charm because it still focuses on our graveyard too. We didn't see the other Tarmogoyf, or what's it called? Goyf out of them. And we have a lot of removal already. I think Blood Moon's good in this matchup. So I think it's crazy that they're running it. I feel like I want to run too. Maybe not on the draw. Let's take it out on the draw. Maybe we'll bring it back in on the play. Keeping all the removal. All right, reveal Gigantha. All right, we're going to keep this. Again, it's not the greatest hand. We don't have the aggro start. But against Thoughtseize decks, we're going to be making our land drops. Maybe get the One Ring down. I think it's fine. If this wasn't a Thoughtseize deck, I'd definitely consider going to 6, though. Opponent leads off in a Surveil land. They keep on top. Oh, Ocelot Pride. All right, well, we're going to lead off on that. Try to get out as much removal as possible, I guess. You could also argue shocking in Sacred Foundries because we're going to play Elegant Parlor on 2, most likely. And then we could hold up Bolt or Discharge. Just a couple plays. And there's Thoughtseize. Gonna take the One Ring. Yep. Pretty easy take. And then I either have like Push or Bolt for this. Or Heat. This seems like a pretty tough matchup. Like all like the removal. But we just kind of have to outrace their removal, essentially. Flage. I guess we put that in the yard. It's pretty sick again. And then we'll pass. We have Chain to the Rocks if they play a big creature out. Underground Mortuary. Play another Surveil lands. They keep another card on top. The One Ring. Okay. Play this tapped. Pass. Next turn, we're just going to jam the One Ring pretty easily. Hopefully they don't have any hand disruption. I guess we could have put Gigant into hand, actually. I think that's worth the shock. I mean, it's hard to say. Like, we know we're going to be playing the One Ring. Like, we don't need to do it right now. Oh, they Surgical Flage. Interesting. That's a solid target. Did we take out any Flages? I don't think we did. Flage successfully surgical. Makes things a little more annoying because of the recurrence, especially against Jund. Flage is probably the best. Now they know our hand, though. Run in 6. Then get back a land. Play Verdant Catacombs. No, come on. Goodbye, Ring. Oh, man, that was it. That was our way out. So now we're probably just going to buy Gigantha. 2 rings down. Another Bolt. All right, buy Gigantha. Pass the turn. We have so much removal. Do we just kill Ren? I think we do. Let's get it now while it's at 4 before it gets too out of control. I think that's fine. We have so much removal anyway, so let's use our mana. Oh no. Third Thoughtseize. Goodbye, Gigantha. Not that we had the land anyway, but of course we draw it. All right, well, this is going to be a Surveil land at least. So we're back to doing nothing, both teams. Except they have a Tarmogoyf. We have Chain to the Rocks for that. Let's get an Elegant Parlor. Another land to the bottom. Come on, action. Static Prison. All right, let's Chain to the Rocks, the Tarmogoyf. We'll save this for like something else and pass. I mean, they're at a virtual 6, if nothing else. Bloodbraid Elf. Please don't hit anything. Oh, Molten Collapse. Oh, what a good hit. Wow, what a great hit, actually. This is a 7-8 now. All right, I guess we're just going to bolt this. Man, that's nuts. All right, we have Static Prison for this at least. So brutal. And as you guys see, like, the only way we lose is just complete flood. If we get maybe a little bit of lands, it's like not the biggest deal, but just constant. Just feels so bad. I mean, I guess this will get a... We don't even need double white anymore, but this will get a Plains, I guess, just in case they still have Blood Moon in their deck. I don't think they do, though. Probably just get Sacred Foundry tapped. They know we have a Bolt in hand. Oh, what a great draw. Finally, the One Ring. Get protection. Draw a mountain. Come on, please, something. And then Tarmogoyf's going to come back in 2 turns. What do they have that they've been sitting on? Oh, Beseiju. All right, at least we have protection. All right, that goes tapped. All right, at least they're drawing lands too. They have 5 lands. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. We've binned a few. Static Prison again, pretty sweet. Chain to the Rocks. I am down. Play another One Ring. Get protection again. You could maybe hold off on it, but we get another draw. Oh, there we go. Say, I feel like they're sitting on removal, so they probably have removal for this. But if they do try to remove it, we can just bolt the cat. So they're kind of in between a rock and a hard place here. They're thinning their deck. Chain to the Rocks actually being nuts in this matchup. Blood Crypt tapped. Another land. All right. So opponent's feeling our pain, so I don't feel as bad. We take 1 from the ring. Guide of Souls. Let's draw 2. Oh, Amp Raptor. Let's go. Now we're like actually drawing into our deck, the bottom half of our deck. Amp Raptor. Always yield. I don't know if they have sweepers, so I'm not going to go too hard. Oh, Goblin Bombardment. Well, that's pretty huge. Yeah, let's just go for it. They should be dead between Goblin Bombardment, a Johnny. Yeah. So we could attack for 3. We can kill this cat token, kill them, flip a Johnny, sack all that stuff, bolt them, and they're just super dead. I did not think we were going to win that game. All right, welcome to the final match. On the draw again. I think we've been on the draw a lot this league, which with this kind of deck, you definitely want to be on the play because we're super aggro, but I'm not going to complain about this hand. Easy keep. Turn 1, turn 2, Shadowy Backstreet. Okay, this matchup sucks. This is definitely Goryos. Sideboard, we have Thraben, Surgical, Blood Moon, I guess. Chain to the Rocks, maybe. Let's go Plains Pride. We just gotta hope that they don't have like a quick combo. But we're definitely not favored in this, at least game one. Oh, you know what? I feel like we should have thought about our play more. We could have played Shocked and Sacred Foundry, and then turn 2 played Amp Raptor with Aether Hub, and then if we hit a Blood Moon off that, could lock them out. It's whatever. Archaeologist. All lands. Okay, cool. Giving us a turn. Shock that in. Kind of stonewalling us, unfortunately. Wait, I wanted to play a Johnny there. Oh, okay, whatever. God of Souls, we'll take it. Pretty funny we can't attack now because of that. But we still get to make a cat. Oh, no, we don't because God of Souls came in after. All right, we're going to need some help. As long as they just don't combo. Nothing in the yard. Doing stuff. Faithful Mending. Don't like to see that. They get to gain life and put a fatty in the yard. Double Atraxa. Yikes. I'd love a Blood Moon here. I think Blood Moon wins it, honestly. They're going to Thoughtseize us. Solitude, Ephemerate, and then we don't have Discharge up either. Again, this is why this is a tough matchup, but now we're just going to lose our whole board. They don't even need to get anything back. They can just do this and win. Another Guide of Souls. So we need to hold up Discharge for when they target Solitude, and we're going to wait for them to do that because I don't want them to target Philagi to try to get Goryos. So let's play this out. I'm just trying to think if I want to play a Johnny or Guide of Souls, like 2 mana versus 1 mana. Let's just play Guide of Souls and then we'll let's play Guide of Souls and then we can surveil with Marsh Flats. Because they're definitely going to target Solitude here, right? So we'll Discharge, pay 2. They have 2 cards in hand. I mean, if they top deck Goryos, we just like lose for the most part. So we got to fade a few draw steps. But they also have, where is it? Mending in the yard as well. So they're going to have a lot of looks here. They flashback Mending. Discard 2 Philagis. No, come on. All right, they evoke Solitude, kill Guide of Souls. Right? Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, at least they're top decking. Ocelot Pride, keep on top. I mean, we're going to make a big board, but I mean, Guide of Souls is just like kind of the engine there. All right, we'll play Ocelot Pride, play a Johnny, play Elegant Parlor, Arena of Glory, don't want that, and then pass. It's funny that Philagi's just kind of stonewalling us, but we're going to get in with Cats and see if that does anything. All right, they have more Surveil land, so this is not the worst, but still good for us. Amp Raptor. Let's play Aether Hub first before we do that. Play Amp Raptor. Come on, Blood Moon. Another Amp Raptor. Not really what I want. Start getting in with Cats. No blocks. Put Gigantha to hand. And they have 2 more looks here. They have a Surveil and then something else. Yeah, them getting rid of Guide of Souls was huge, or else because we'd have like just a huge board. There's Archive. We don't want them to keep anything on top. They kept 1 card on top, so it wasn't quick, but I mean, it could be still Goryos, I guess. Well, no Goryos. Pending. Much better than Goryos, that's fine. Man, if we could gain life. 1, 2. So if we attack, they block here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we're just going to attack all. Probably should have done that before. Well, no, we didn't have the double Raptors, so that's fine. So they're just going to block there. They go to 7. I'm just going to play this out. I know it's not mana efficient, but we have Ocelot Pride triggers. So we get 2 Cats. I was going to say they have 1 turn and they pass. Aether Hub. Do they have something here? Attack with all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. We got super lucky. They just didn't draw the Goryos. And then they had the Solitude in hand, but no 5th land. All right, against Goryos. Definitely want Surgical, Thraven Charm, and another Blood Moon. Blood Moon just makes things awkward for them. Bolts can come out. We'll do that. I think it's like 1 Discharge too. Well, I don't think this is the Frog version because they're running the 1 looter. So Faithful Mending. The Faithful Mending list I don't think is running Frog, so we'll try this. I don't think we want anything else. Let's try that. All right, game 2 on the draw. Reveal our companion. And we're definitely going to keep this. We have Surgical. We have Static Prison. We have Rings. It's like fine. As long as they don't Thoughtseize us, which they run many. And Thraben Charm too, so that's pretty sweet. We'll just play this tapped and pass. So they have a lot to deal with if they Surgical us. I mean, if they Thoughtseize us. We also need to draw lands though. They get the Archive for Surveil. They put Solitude in the yard. Pretty good for us. Probably not. Their hand's probably not necessary for that. Ooh, a 1-lander? Holy moly. What's with these people keeping 1-landers this league? This is the second person. I will gladly accept a 1-lander. Their hand must be absurd if they kept a 1-land though. With Goryos, there's no way that you'd keep a hand otherwise. All right, they found a second land. It's a Surveil land. They keep it on top and they send it back. Marsh Flats. All right, let's attack. We're going to play the Elegant Parlor because I want to have 4 mana up for Surgical, I guess, and Thraben. We don't need another land. And then we just pass back. So hopefully I mean, they're definitely going to have plays now, like 2 mana plays, probably like Falaji. So, ooh, Frog. Okay, Frog's good. Frog can discard stuff. Arena of Glory. They could also have Force and Negation. I don't think they would keep Forces in this matchup, though. I would definitely board them out. I guess let's assume that they have like Deluges and like Wrath of Skies. Seems to be the appropriate idea. Let's just attack with 1 cat. I guess if we were gonna... Nah. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just play the Ring out. Play out Ring, and then we can always Surgical if they try to discard and go for it. Maybe they have a Force? If they force this, I'd be happy. But they have 7 cards in hand, and none of them are lands. They do discard Atraxa, and then they sack. Okay. Flare Denial. Okay. Do they have the Goryos? They have to, right? Their hand was just too slow to not have it. They do. All right, we're going to Surgical Atraxa. Let's get rid of all 4 Atraxas. Their hand is... Oh, they have a land. They have another land. They have the Ephemerate combo to get rid of all this stuff, sure. Double Falaji. And then, like we said, they have 3 Wrath of Skies, 3 Thundertrap Trainer, Psychic Frog. So they're not, like, completely out of it, but they just don't get that free win. Yeah, they can go... They can't just go land... Oh, you know what? They only have... If they want a Solitude, they have to pitch Ephemerate. Okay, that's what the issue is. They need another white source. So we're going to play the One Ring, too. Oh, another Prism. All right, let's get in for this. Play another Ring, which we know is going to resolve. Get Protection. Another One Ring. All right, we'll play this and pass. So now Thraben Charm is just good against killing creatures. They draw Swamp. They can go Falaji. They might just say no and just to block stuff. I mean, I guess they don't mill a permanent either. Non-creature, non-land card. Oh, no, they could have gotten... Oh, they did choose Flare. Okay, that's fine. So we could get Plains to play around Blood Moon, but I'm going to get Parlor because I don't really want to play around our in Blood Moon. Flage to the Yard, pretty sick. So they can counter that Flage with Flare. They can counter Goblin Bombardment too. Not the best. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to... Oh, but they can Solitude... They can Solitude Flage, though. This is awkward. Because I'm thinking I was thinking to prison this so that way they can't counter it. And then we just Arena of Glory Flage, but then they pitch Solitude and Ephemerate, which isn't the worst, but that's our whole turn. Play a land. Go get a Plains here. We could Goblin Bombardment. I mean, how much do we care about Flare of Denial? I guess we do. Get a Plains. Because we could... So there's a couple plays. We could Goblin Bombardment and then Flage. And if they counter Flage, we just get in for 3. I think we want them to use the Solitude now. Yeah, I think we want to use the Solitude now. So let's do that. I'm going to kind of sacrifice Flage here. I don't know if this is correct or not. Maybe it's not. Maybe we just play Goblin Bombardment. But this puts them in an awkward position because it takes them off Flare. Okay, so they use their Ephemerate on this. That's really good for us, actually. So they need another white card in hand. Oh my god, they got another Flare. They put another Flare in hand. Do we double down? All right, let's double down here. I think it's worth it too because Ephemerate is going to be floating and then they're not going to be able to do it. So let's... All right, and they concede the Hasted Flage because this would be 9 damage, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would be lethal if they don't have that other white card, but they burned it on Falaji. So nice, we got there. All right, so that was our first time playing Boros Energy in Modern. And just like we assumed, this deck is insane. Even without having the most broken starts with Guide of Souls and Ocelot Pride and just making a million cats, this deck was just able to outgrind and outperform and out-aggro pretty much any deck we faced. The only time I felt really far behind was when we were flooding in match 2, but you're never going to win those games. But yeah, the main deck felt fine. I liked the Goblin Bombardment, I liked the 2 Blood Moon, and the rest are just all 4 ofs like we talked about. I also enjoyed having 4 of the One Ring. This card is busted, play it in any deck you can. As for the sideboard, I thought it was pretty solid. The Chain to the Rocks impressed me in a couple of our matchups. Thraben Charm being a flexible spell was pretty nice, and then the rest just kind of go along with the deck. But that'll do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget that we are part of the MTGO Creators Program now, so I'll have PlayPoint giveaways for all of my subs, which I'm really excited for. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.